rolling. Hey, vibe with Uncle Bino, let's go. Now happy hour things, you know. I'm here with you, babe. It's a vibe tonight. Hey, laugh and learn, we're shining bright. Oh yeah, you be stories, life lessons time. Hey, on the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. From the streets to the world, we talk real talk. Vibes on the beat make the whole place rock. Happy hour flow with smiles non-stop. Sip and chill with you, be the energy on top. You be stories dropping them every day. Wisdom for life, the African way. From the grind to the glory, hear what we say. Tune in now, don't hang out with you, be. It's a vibe tonight. Hey, laugh and learn, we're shining bright. Oh yeah, you be stories, life lessons time. On the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. Trying to sit that circle.
The fierce public exchange between former President Olusegun Obasanjo and former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose that exposed the deep cracks in their once political father-son relationship. The drama began at Fayose's 65th birthday celebration, where Obasanjo publicly reflected on their long-running turbulent relationship, describing Fayose as not the best of his political proteges, despite acknowledging his political accomplishments. Let's take a look.
Need to create more video content, but don't have enough hours in the day? With Animoto, you can create pro-quality videos yourself.
Some people called me and said, we hear you are going to your Fayose's birthday. Can't you remember he abused you? I said, thank you for reminding me. In Yoruba land, we have a saying, you are not the best of my political children. You are not. But you have made achievement that must not be ignored. You've asked for forgiveness. And as far as I'm concerned, you are forgiven. But the lesson, the right lessons from the learned.
Well, Ayo Fayose has fired back at Obasanjo with a blistering message, accusing his SY political godfather of making irresponsible comments at his age and sinking so low in the scathing response framed as a thank you note that was anything but grateful. Fayose went on to insult Obasanjo, suggesting that he belonged in a zoo and suffered from a heightened state of dementia. Fayose also demanded a refund of the money he paid Obasanjo to attend his party, which he claimed Obasanjo publicly acknowledged receiving. In a swift reply, Obasanjo thanked Fayose for the message, noting that it undisguisedly revealed who and what Fayose really is, unchanged and unchangeable. He also confirmed that the money had been returned unopened to the person who delivered it, stating he considered the matter closed. I'll take some reactions. This is from Olufemi, who wrote, the latest outburst attributed to Mr. Ayo Fayose is so profoundly intemperate, vulgar, and unbecoming of any man who has ever occupied public office that it inevitably raises grave concerns about his mental equilibrium. Nigeria has its fair share of political theatrics, but this is of an entirely different category. It reflects a mind either overwhelmed by bitterness or impaired by an absence of reflection and discipline. If Mr. Fayose is indeed the author of this disgraceful communication, then he owes the nation an explanation, not merely for his manners, but for his state of mind. His behavior is not only shameful, it is suggestive of a deeper psychological dislocation that should alarm all reasonable observers. Another ex-user wrote, there is no reason why Baba Obasanjo should have made those utterances at Fayose's party. After he told the audience that Fayose and his wife had already begged him, he should have let it go. Baba must learn how to let go at his age, and Fayose shouldn't have invited him at all. Finally, Taiwo wrote, two wrongs never make a right. Even if OBJ made a mistake by airing Fayose's dirty linen in public, it is utterly unbecoming and frankly disgraceful for Fayose to reply by attacking him publicly. What happened to respect for elders, that globally recognized and unmatched pillar of Yoruba culture? Has Fayose forgotten that some lines are simply not crossed, no matter the disagreement? In fact, his outburst only ends up proving OBJ's point about the kind of person he is. A wayward child cannot hide his true nature. This ex-user is calling ex-governor a wayward child. But I mean, that exchange was quite the exchange. When I read the statement attributed to the ex-Ekiti state governor, I was shocked.
Fake news.
I thought it was fake news, but I don't know. Please, is it fake news, Dr. Amati?
Well, I'm shocked.
Yes.
Beyond.
Imagine being able to reach 15 million views on the first video of a new YouTube channel. You start at 0 subscribers.
Believe, because you know, in Yoruba culture, respect is everything. They properly, you know, groomed Yoruba man, no matter the level of provocation from an elderly person. You know, seniority is very, even if the person is older than you by just 1 year. When we were in school, there were some people who were my seniors in secondary school. I don't even know how to call them by any other name other than senior this, senior that. And they take it in their stride because they know that, okay, because they were my senior for 1 or 2 years, he's senior for life. You know, Yorubas have a saying. They say, oh, people from certain parts of the country don't respect people who are older than them. They even say some of them in the morning, they just talk to their parents anyhow. That's how respect is so important to Yoruba people. So if you disrespect an older person in Yoruba land, it's like a taboo. It's part, you know, it's written into that concept of Omoluabi, which President Obasanjo was referring to. However, there will be some people who will look at the content of President Obasanjo's remarks and say, well, as an older person, whatever he said was not yet beyond the pale of, you know, commentary from a father figure to someone who is, you know, about the age of his sons and all of that. But for the former governor to now write back to the elder statesman, to call him a mad person, to call him an animal, to call him an irresponsible person. If you look at it within the concept of Yoruba culture, that's really, really shocking. That's really shocking. And then to the extent of saying President Obasanjo should return the money that he gave him and all of that. That all of this even got into the media. It's so ugly. Yes. It's so untidy. Right. So I can only say that that's someone from the same background. I'm shocked beyond their belief.
All right, we'll follow up on the story as always. Well, let's now highlight the shocking footage showing activist Martins Osher, popularly known as Very Dark Man, and social media
Create a voiceover using your own voice.
Oh, thank you, Sister Yinka. Man, I've been talking and I don't know my mic was muted. Thank you for that. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Political Roundtable. I'm your host, UB. UB stands for Uncle Benno, and of course, this channel is known as Uncle Benno and the Real Fam, meaning I am not the only one operating right here on this platform. I got the Real Fam always with me. Now, on this political roundtable, I'm not very happy this morning. I got to be candid with you. The news coming out of Nigeria is nothing to write home about. The news emanating from Nigeria is terrible. We are back at it again. Just this week, the news have it that 25 young girls are kidnapped yet again in Nigeria. And this time it's happening in Kebbi State. It's terrible. It's terrible. But there is a twist. And that is where I'm going exactly. There is a twist to this particular kidnapping. And I think Uncle Jide of 93, I think it's 93.5 FM in Nigeria. Uncle Dayo, I don't know if you can help me with that station. There is this radio station in Nigeria, and they have one fantastic, legendary analyst. His name is... we call him Uncle Jide. I don't even remember his last name. Those of us who listen to his analysis, we call him Uncle Jide all the time. So Uncle Jide has been able to figure out what's going on with this kidnapping. With the latest 25 girls that were kidnapped, Uncle Jide nailed it. And I'm gonna dive into all of that, but first let me show you guys what we are gonna be analyzing on this episode of Political Roundtable. So we're gonna talk about the 25 girls who were kidnapped by Boko Haram insurgents, and we're also gonna look at the army commander, the army brigadier Uba to be specific, who was unalived by Boko Haram faction known as ISWAP. Although there are two conflicting stories out there, why the Nigerian military put out a statement debunking the rumor that the commander was unalived by Boko Haram. They actually said he was ambushed alongside his men, and two of his men were pied, and he came back to the camp on foot. That was one side of the story. The other side of the story was that he was actually unalive. I don't know if you guys have seen that video on your WhatsApp. I can't play the video here. It was really a very terrible sight. I guess when the Nigerian military debunked the unaliving of the commander, the Boko Haram faction went ahead and published a video of his execution. I pray that his soul rest in peace. So we're going to talk about that on this episode. We're also going to examine the military is compromised. That is, the Nigerian military is compromised. Of course, you know me. If I don't have any clip or any audio or any type of receipt to back it up, I won't bring it to you guys. Right now, I have a clip that I'm going to play for you guys shortly. A soldier actually called in and he described the situation of how the military in Nigeria are compromised somehow. And lastly, we're going to examine PDP Thuggery in Nigeria. Yes, I said Thuggery because if you have seen the video making the rounds, what went down in Abuja, headquarters of the People's Democratic Party, is nothing but Thuggery, and it is shameful. In all of this, I think President Tinubu has a mountain to climb. Let's just call it what it is right now. So if you're ready, I'm so ready. Thank you everybody for joining me, please. Who is doing the moderation? I hope my real fams are in the building. Let me check real quick. All right, I see you. Lady G, my beautiful sister. How are you doing today? You're welcome to the show. I see you, Uncle Dayo. In fact, Uncle Dayo, I'm going to send the link to you through WhatsApp in case you want to chime in. Hopefully the Nigeria network is doing fantastic now. And it's going to allow you to chime in. So, and I'm also going to drop the link in the Real Farm backstage. You know, Real Farm are not really political people like that. But again, you know, when Real Farm, when they want to bring it, they bring it 100. So the link is in the Real Farm. I'm also going to share the link right here on the live show for anybody who want to chime in. Now, please note, we are only updating Africans, especially Nigerians, on what we got going in Nigeria. So when you want to contribute, please bear in mind that you cannot use some languages. We got to be respectful. It doesn't matter how much we despise all these folks that are running the country aground. We still have to show some humility. We can actually disagree with them, and we can put our take across without being insulting. Okay, so shout out to everybody. Thank you, Sister Yiku's Pepe Talk. That's my beautiful sister. You're welcome, Sister Yinka. Who else do we have? Samson. What's up, Samson? How are you doing? Oh, Samson is already dropping the comments. Samson said, House of Rep and Senator they fight. How much content creator they all as should be dealt with. My brother, I'm so tired. All right, my baby girl Tosi in the building, and my beautiful, lovely sister Zeno Z. Zeno, this is politics, so don't come and drag your uncle this afternoon, I beg, okay? And my lovely sister Bilba in the building. Thank you, Bilba. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Uncle Patrick is right here. Uncle Patrick, how are you doing today, sir? So I do understand that we have like 170 people watching from the vertical live. So if you're watching on the vertical live, kindly tap on the screen of your mobile phone, and that will give us like. So just tap the screen like twice. So kindly do that. God bless you. And if you're watching the vertical format, I know I scheduled this show to run for just 1 hour, 20 minutes. I really don't want to stay too long here, so please bear with me. If you're watching on the vertical live and you were trying to call in, but you couldn't, please, I need you to come over to the main channel here, to the main show. I just share a link right now, which I said come over. So if you click on the link will bring you to the main channel, and over there it's going to be easier for you to click on the link, and then you can join us in the studio. All right, having do that house cleaning, let me go ahead and start the show formally. Thank you, everybody, for watching. God bless you. We don't take this for granted.
You are watching Political Roundtable with UB. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.
All right, you're welcome. First, let me welcome my co-host, Uncle Patrick. Uncle Dayo is in the building. Uncle Dayo, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm very fine to be here. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So, Uncle Dayo, we're just gonna review this thing, you know, like they say in Nigeria. It's just too much. I'm kind of pissed off myself, but I'm trying to comport myself. I'm trying to pretend like I'm a gentleman today. So, Uncle Dayo, if you are ready, I am also ready. Okay. So I believe you guys have seen the videos, and you've seen all that is going on in our beloved country, Nigeria. Let's start with these 25 girls kidnapped by the Boko Haram terrorists. So it happens that I think this actually happened in Kebbi State, Nigeria. These girls, they were kidnapped, and there has been some controversy surrounding why and how they got kidnapped. So I'm actually looking for this video. Give me just a minute here. I'm looking for the video of Uncle Jide, because what I'm about to say. I think Uncle Jide said it better. Uncle Jide actually remind us that this kidnapping of 25 girls in Kebbi State look more or less like a political move, right? I'm working on the video. Just spare me. I want to cut to the chase real quick. All right. All right. I found the video. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. So, what Uncle Jide said about this kidnapped girl was that this same strategy was used to get President Goodluck Jonathan out of office in his re-election. If you all remember how we got into this Boko Haram situation, it was when President Goodluck Jonathan was in office and Buhari was prepping to run for office. And allegedly, we heard that some of these folks were brought into the country as political touts with the intention that if President Goodluck Jonathan do not succumb and accept defeat in the election, they are going to make the country ungovernable. Prior to that time, 250 girls were kidnapped at Chibok, which we know today as the Chibok girls. It was a mess. And that was during President Barack Obama's administration here in the United States. I think I saw a photo online at the time, a photo of Michelle Obama. Let me see if I can still show you. Michelle Obama, bring back Chibok girls. Okay, I think I saw a photo of Michelle Obama. I don't know if that photo is AI generated. Okay, I got to put a disclaimer here, but that photo was making the rounds on social media. There was so much pressure on President Goodluck Jonathan. It was shocking. People were asking, how can 250 girls be kidnapped at the same time? So it was terrible. And in order for the situation not to get out of hand, we also heard that President Goodluck Jonathan made effort to get the girls back by engaging the service of foreign mercenaries. And we gathered that the effort was fruitful. It was very effective until yet again, they politicized the whole thing. To cut the long story short, the Chibok girls was one of the major reasons President Goodluck Jonathan had a lot of problem in his re-election bid. And now we are back at it again. So that is what Uncle Jide was analyzing this morning. Okay. And Uncle Jide was of the opinion that President Tinubu better be careful, that this is more or less like political gimmicks to make 2027 a hell for him. Now, 2027 or not, we as Nigerians, our concern is about the safety of our people. Christian, Muslim, it really doesn't matter. All Nigerians' lives matters. And we cannot have these Boko Haram folks over there in the north just unaliving people randomly. No matter how we want to look at it or how we want to try to paint it, the box ends up on the president's table. The president remains the chief commander of the military in Nigeria. There is no excuse. We have seen a lot of political narratives out there. And if you look at all of these with respect to 2027, it feels like those in power just went, no, don't worry. Everything is just about 2027. But it's crazy, yo. So let me see if I can get that particular segment where Uncle Jide spoke about this. If not, I'm just going to analyze it and we move. But let's take a listen briefly.
Several schoolgirls. Witnesses said the bandits operated of Government Girls Comprehensive Senior Secondary School in Kebbi State, and they killed the principal in the process. According to sources, the attackers killed the school's vice principal, Malam Azan Makuku, before abducting several schoolgirls. Witnesses said the bandits operated without resistance and caused widespread panic, throwing the entire area into deep fear and mourning. Makuku, it was learned, was reportedly shot while attempting to protect the students during the invasion. And I will quickly read the highlights of the story so we don't waste too much time. Vice principal is killed in deadly attack. Police confirmed the Kebbi school invasion. Abduction, barbaric, condemnable, says Kebbi government. Tinubu orders rescue of 25 abducted schoolgirls. Atiku condemns attack, advises federal government to strengthen security architecture. Gunmen abduct ex-NUBEB's father. National communities are thrown into panic. So, what do we make out of this new attack that is being served us on a Monday morning? The optics look very, very bad. If you have a sense of history, this was the same pattern that finally led to Jonathan, quote and unquote, losing the election. Or let's just say finally removing Jonathan from the schedule of things. The same pattern, Chibok. Okay, remember that the Chibok one was so magnified that even the wife of the president, of the American president, was involved in carrying the secretary. Where are the Chibok
okay,
girls?
Thank you. Right,
you remember that. Right. So this is, I believe, very strongly that the president needs to sit back and be aware of what might be coming. He should take it from the planned coup or no coup to the American statement. He should even now be worried that everybody is decamping to his own party. He shouldn't take it as a victory sign. Rather, he should be worried so that if he could close the door, he might, he should look at the decimation of the PDP and also know that these are the various things. He shouldn't be happy about it. All honesty, these are the various things that will be brought against him, that could be brought against him rather in the near future. Unfortunately, the president that I see is more concerned with how he will be the president in 2027 above all other things. In the past, one had to be very critical of the president, for example, and tell him that the idea of putting your brother and sister in all very crucial places, it will have its repercussions. Part of that is this. This couldn't have been done without the connivance of certain Nigerians, even if you think there is an international bent to it. And somebody called me this morning and said, why is it girls? I said, it is girls that make the news. School girls. The Chibok experience has shown that it is that kind of thing that raises the alarm. And the response to it it has been so ordinary. I find it the president has ordered that there should be. It doesn't need to order. That should happen. that should happen, what else are you doing? I think that the president should go and do some introspection. And if need be, make him, his associates and whatever, make any sacrifice to keep this country together, because something is in the air. I heard this morning a caller called into Kofi, and my favorite song he mentioned is a Natural Mistake. The incident that happened between Wiki and that's the Navy gun, the Navy whatever, could be an added impetus, even though it was an accident. So the things that are piling up are very, very worrying. You might say, you might be saying that, oh, okay, you're not a supporter of the president anyway. I said, no, all of us are going to be affected. So we should sit tight and wait for what might happen. And honest to God, I don't think I'm not going to get into any debate about what could happen. I don't think anybody can, but something definitely, to my mind, will happen. And a lot of care and sacrifice has to be made for this country to keep together. May heaven help us all. So that's about my comments so far.
Yes, I wanted to ask.
All right. So, Uncle Dio, what's your take based on what Uncle Jide said on this kidnapping of another set of 25 girls?
Okay, sir. As you said earlier on, this is very, very sad coming from Nigeria. Once again, we thought that we have gone beyond this. We thought that we have gone past this kidnapping of schoolgirls and all, but here it is again, staring at us in the face. What Uncle Jide said, actually, one can put 2 and 2 together to be able to get 4. However, the question is, one would have thought that by now, President Tinubu have eliminated almost all the opposition, and then whosoever it is, if his narrative is true, allegedly, if his narrative is true, that means that we still have a powerful, credible force that are still against President Tinubu's government. They could arrange and carry out this thing successfully, then we have reason to worry. A very, very big reasons. I mean, a very, very big reason to worry, because number one, these people are making a statement that they are untouchable and they can do anything that they want to do and get away with it. But my concern now is this: what is our security forces? What are they doing over this matter? They are not supposed to wait for the president, according to what Uncle Jide said, before they act. Immediately something like this happens, they're supposed to swing into action, because time matters. The more you delay, the more difficult it will become for you to be able to trace them. Immediately you hear the news, you start the pursuit, start following them. Even before the news breaks, you're already on their tail. But if you have to be made to go after them after about a day or two, the trail must have gone cold. But as it is now, Nigeria is not safe as it is now, because if they can still get away with kidnapping 25 girls, and up till now we have not heard anything about them being rescued, to me, it's not a good news at all. And I'm really afraid for my country. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. That's a fantastic take right there. Now, talking about the kidnapping of these 25 girls, I quickly want to point to what I have here as part of our coverage today, which is the military is compromised. One of the questions I often ask and wondered about over and over again is, how come the Nigerian military is useless? How come? Why is the Nigerian military seems so weak against these folks? And to answer that, I'm going to play a video. I'm searching for the video right now. Okay, I found it. Yeah, I'm going to play a video and I want you guys to listen. But first, let me put a quick break here. But before I drop the break, I'm going to read a couple of comments that we have here. Thank you, Anthony Chukudi. How are you doing? So Anthony said, Nigeria can never be together. Nigeria amalgamation ended years back. Nigeria's government are terrorists and terrorists sponsoring cabals. They pardon terrorists and arrest innocent. Absolutely, we see it. Oh, thank you, Biba. So for those who don't know, the uncle that was on the radio is Uncle Jimmy Disu. I listen to him a lot because he's one of those uncle who is balanced in his analysis. He doesn't care whether you are Yoruba, Igbo, or anything. He's just going to tell you the way it is. So, and the station is 99.3 FM. Let me show you guys again in case if you want to go and listen to him every day. In fact, if you live in the Western world, by 6 o'clock when you wake up, you can just turn on the station and listen to their newspaper review. So the station is 99.3 Lagos and it's called Nigeria Info. So thank you, Biba. His name is Uncle Jide. That's what we called him. So Anthony also said Tinubu is not a president, he is a thief. He stole the election and the next thing you hear is go to court. What a disgraced country. My brother, like I've always said, when it comes to that election, we actually can't prove that Tinubu stole the election, because if the election tribunal declares him as president, then that means he didn't steal it. Though there are a lot of malpractices, we can never ever forget about that. We can never ever underplay that. So I agree to some extent, my brother. Uncle Patrick said the question is, what PBAT doing to quell the issue of insecurity? I doubt there will be an election in 2027. Okay, it's like Uncle Patrick is finally getting to see what I was saying on our previous episode when I say the way this thing is going, we got to pray for Nigeria. We have to pray for Nigeria, because ever since this settlement agreement they had with the terrorists in the north, where they gather and say they are having a kind of meeting with them, and then ever since they do the arm listing crazy program they do, and they now say, oh, this Boko Haram, they have repented, let's have them in our military, I see trouble coming. And that's why I'm afraid that if we are not prayerful, if all hands are not on deck and everybody doing what they were supposed to do, we might end up not even having a country by 2027. Because when you have widespread insecurity and all this unaliving of people left, right, and center, look, we have a bigger issue on our hands. And yet the buck stops with President Tinubu. So, Uncle Patrick, I agree with you. Shout out to my sister, Peanut. Peanut said, if what the governor said about the people that were deployed leaving the scene 30 minutes before the attack is true, then it's more scary. And that is why we want to talk about the compromise in the Nigeria military. What's up, my brother Chucky? How you doing today, boss man? Chucky said, when you say the military seems too weak, are you referring it to since the civilian rule began? Yes, but still the military was strong under President Obasanjo. And I think the military, they were still strong under Goodluck Jonathan. The military became weak. This is just my personal opinion. The military became weak as soon as APC government took over. And I think the reason is because I think APC government like to have their way. And as a result of that, they buy anything, This is just allegedly, but all I can say is that it seems like the military leadership are more interested in making more money, acquiring properties and all of that, rather than protecting the lives of Nigerians. Because we all know the Nigerian military, they are gallant. I still check the ratings, the military force ratings this morning. Did you know that in Africa, Nigerian military still stands at number 3? And currently, I think they are number 33 in world ranking. But in Africa, the Nigerian military remains number 3. So, if in Africa, you have a military force that are rated number 3, and they cannot deal with internal crises. They can't deal with small force like Boko Haram, Swipe, and the likes. So what are we talking about? So that's my point, my brother Choki. Shout out to Sister Yinka. Sister Yinka said, they are weak because the insurgents have all the power. That they are sending our army to face these insurgents is equal to them not coming back home. The government is against the army, and that's it. It's beginning to look like that, my people. It's looking like that, all right? So if you're watching, please tap your screen, like the show, share. And of course, if you like to come into the studio, you can use the link real quick. If you're watching the vertical live, that is the portrait mode, and the link is not active for you, you need to come to the main channel. I already shared the link to the main channel where you can easily access the studio. All right. Is that Mobisola? Mobisola said, Uncle Jimmy, we say it the way it is. He doesn't care whose horse are God. Absolutely. Absolutely. I have so much respect for him. I listen to him almost every day. Uncle no send bye-bye anybody. We just drop it how he says it. And that's it. Shout out to you, my brother Jacob. Brother Jacob said, there will be election there will be election in 2027. Do you mean 2027? Okay, he said there will be election. I think it's 2027 and nothing will happen. Nigerians are not serious to defend the country. My brother, when you say Nigerians are not serious, I don't think that is fair to all of us as Nigerians. People have the responsibility to protect and defend the country. And that is our military forces. If the military are not doing what they sworn an oath to do, then we can begin to look into what happened. The government can start investigating what's going on. So, sir, Uncle Jacob, I want to put the blame on Nigerians. I will just put the blame on the government, period. It is what it is. I'm an American citizen, and I can tell you for free, America is what it is today because of their military. Here in America, the government, the politicians, they don't mess with the military. They don't. And the military don't dabble into politics. They are very strict. That's what our military used to look like back in the days. But what we have under this APC, I'm sorry, it's scary, my brother. It's scary. All right. Okay. I follow up on Uncle JD Daily with Sheriff. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Okay. Anthony said, stealing the election result isn't first with Tinubu. They did same in Imo State. Hope Uzodinma come fourth position and was declared winner. Next thing you hear is go to court. Well, those are part of the problem we are dealing with in Nigeria. Shout out to you, my brother, Brown Ademola. Oh, that's my baby brother in Nigeria, who is now a big man. Serious. And they said, Mr. Ben, please kindly tell Trump to come and save us in Nigeria. It's looking like that. It's like we don't have a choice. We will end up having Trump. They're going to wrap up with the decision this week anyway. Chucky say, you're sure? Abby, didn't know, but okay, you and Abby have started. This is political roundtable. You and Abby should just stop. We are talking politics now, Chucky. So, Okay, Chinwe, how you doing? So Chinwe said, for sure there will be election. Do they care? Who will stop it? The government don't care or don't care about helpless individuals. Thank you for that. Sister Yinka said, let me see, Nigerians are serious, but who wants to be unaligned? We can clearly see that standing up at this moment is practically committing an unaliving of oneself. Absolutely, it's beginning to look like that. Anybody that speaks up right now, it's like you just make yourself a target. So, and Chucky said, I would say the military lost its integrity since their independence. If they had kept to themselves without coup, military would be respected. All right, now let's quickly go to why or how is the military compromised, and I will be right back, people.
Yeah. You be in the building. Hey, vibe with Uncle Bino. Let's go.
All right. You welcome back. So the Nigerian military is compromised, and there has been several reports about it. I'm gonna play this short clip. I think it's just about 1 minute, and then I'll also give you some of the areas where the military appears weak and why it is so. So this soldier, he's actually a sniper in the Nigerian army, and what he said was shocking, scary. Oh, yeah. He said, I was one of the best snipers. I never missed my target. One of our own soldiers shot me simply because I eliminated too many Boko Haram fighters. Do you get that, or I should read it again? Uncle Dayo, did you hear that, sir?
No. Yes, sir. I did. I hear it very well.
Okay.
It's just unfortunate, sir. Just unfortunate.
Yes. I'm going to read it again, and I'll play the audio so you can hear from him. He said, I was one of the best snipers. I never missed my target. One of our own soldiers shot me simply because I eliminated too many Boko Haram fighters. Now, take a listen to the audio.
The Nigerian soldiers, Sandra.
Yeah.
I was in the battalion.
Okay.
And we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I was one of the best sniper.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead.
Oh.
I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They said in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting, Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It takes the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too they kill people. They said in Hausa,
I don't understand what that means. You too they kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-hander. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. We'll just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do the job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra, in that army. There's a lot of fraud things happening in the army, Sandra. I don't know. Seriously. They need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there. Just for him to die, because maybe they are gaining from there economically.
Did you all hear that? Let me play it one more time.
You know, I'm an ex-soldier, Sandra.
Oh,
What
good.
is just the Nigerian soldier,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Yeah.
You're next. I was in the battalion.
Okay.
And we were fighting Boko Haram, Sandra.
Okay.
We went to war.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a left-handed person.
Okay.
So I'm a sniper. I was one of the best sniper.
Okay.
So I was shooting, no morale, nothing, no pay, no means of communication to my family. My father thought I was dead.
Oh.
I was fighting, I was shooting. One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
Oh my
Sandra.
God.
Shot me on my ribs. They said in Hausa, it means that I kill people too much. I was fighting, Sandra. They shot a woman and her daughter. I was trying to save her second child, Sandra. I was running. They shot me, Sandra. I was barely breathing. It takes the grace of God for me to survive.
No, I'm sorry. They shot you on purpose?
They shot me on purpose. They say I too they kill people. They said in Hausa,
I don't understand what that means. You truly kill people. What does that mean?
It means I kill Boko Haram too much, Sandra, because I was one of the best snipers, Sandra. I don't miss my shots. I'm a left-hander. I don't miss my shots. That's what they said. No morale, nothing. No pay. Sometimes. No pay, Sandra. We'll just fight. They need to investigate them, Sandra.
Did you retire did you retire?
Sandra, I resigned.
Okay.
I wrote a letter and I resigned. I don't want to do this job again. I don't want to serve the land again. I don't want. It's really, really pathetic, Sandra, in that army. There's a lot of fraud things happening in the army, Sandra. I don't know. Seriously. They need to investigate the Nigerian army, Sandra. A lot of things. You see, when people are fighting, they're killing Boko Haram, Sandra, you just somebody from nowhere will just shoot and just kill the best shooter there. Just for him to die. Because maybe they are gaining from there economically.
I want to believe everybody you heard that, right? If you're watching right now, we have a poll on the channel. Kindly cast your vote. The question is simple. Do you think the Nigeria military is compromised? That's the simple question we are looking at. That is our first poll today. In fact, let me put the poll on the screen so we can have a quick conversation around that. Is the Nigeria military compromised? So Abby, can you help me put that on the banner so we can have the poll real quick? Oh, okay, Abby is here now. Please, Abby, if you can do that for me. So let's have the poll. If you think the Nigeria military is compromised, drop 1 in the chat. If you think no, they are not compromised, it's just some misunderstanding, drop a 2 in the chat. And if you are undecided, drop a 3. Yeah, thank you very much, Abby. So that's our poll this morning. Please drop your votes. Let's get this going. Let me quickly show you something else here. So I went to Bruno. For those who are watching us for the first time, Bruno is actually my AI. So I called my AI Bruno. So I went to Bruno and I'm like, all right, if we're going to have this conversation, let us have some basis for discussion. So I went to Bruno and I asked, is the Nigeria military compromised? And this is what Bruno said. Bruno said, yes. Numerous reports from security analysts, international partners, and local sources indicate that the Nigerian military is significantly compromised by systemic corruption, poor resource management, and a lack of professionalism. These issues have severely undermined its capacity to address ongoing security threats from groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP. Is it ISWAP or ISWAP? How do they call this one? ISWAP, as well as general banditry and kidnapping. Now, the key areas of compromise: number 1, corruption and resource mismanagement. Decades of alleged fraudulent arms procurement deals, estimated around $15 billion, have funneled critical funds away from military needs. This has resulted in inadequate equipment, logistics, and maintenance for soldiers on the front lines. Military leaders have faced allegations of personal enrichment at the expense of national security. Let me say that again. Military leaders have faced allegations of personal enrichment at the expense of national security. Number 2, internal sabotage and collusion. There have been documented instances and strong suspicions of collusion between compromised soldiers and insurgent groups. Intelligence failures and the flow of military weapons into the hands of criminals have been reported. In one high-profile case, a brigadier general was murdered by terrorists, with sources suggesting an insider provided the general's location. Number 3, low morale and lack of professionalism. Soldiers often face delayed salaries and poor treatment by commanders, leading to low morale and even mutinies. There are also widespread accusations of human rights violations, including extrajudicial killings and abuse of civilians, which erodes public trust and cooperation, further hindering counterinsurgents effort. All right. Then lastly, ineffective strategy and leadership. The military has struggled with ineffective strategy, tactical weaknesses, and an inability to hold territory. International partners such as the US have at times withdrawn support or expressed mistrust due to concerns about internal sabotage and the politicization of intelligence. Now you can go on Google and do your own research just for you to know that it is real. It appears that the military is compromised in Nigeria. Now, let me quickly come back to you, Uncle Dayo. What's your take? But first, let me get this vote. Abby, thank you, my dear. Abby, can you quickly read the votes? So if you want to vote, if you think the Nigerian military is compromised, drop 1. If you think no, drop 2. And if you are in between, drop 3. Abby, please let me read the comment real quick.
Yes, sir. Uncle Dio says 1. Tosin says 1. Chucky says 1. Augustine says 1. Ikechukwu says 1. Jumi says 1. John says 1. Lily Sandra says 1. Emmanuel says 1. James says yes, of course, so that's 1. Oluche says 1. Afam Anthony says 1. Aiwale says 1. Nana says 1. Ayomide says 1. Tonya says 1. Sis Tonya says 1. Sis Mary says 1. That's all we have for now.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, Uncle Dayo, over to you. Do we have compromised in the military? Do you think there is this conscious effort to sabotage the military effort in curbing these insurgents in Nigeria? Can you hear me, Uncle Dayo? You are muted. You are muted.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay, now, I 100% agree that our military has been compromised. We have been compromised from the time that they started introducing repentant this Boko Haram into the Nigerian army. That's number 1. But even before that time, we have been compromised from the time that we have people that are known to be all these Boko Haram sympathizers and all these terrorist sympathizers and they are in government, and nothing was done to them. They were not reprimanded. They were not challenged. They were not accused, even though they have facts against them. Even when they release list of these people that are sponsors of all these terrorists and all these Boko Haram, when we have the list, we did nothing about it. And these same people that are on the list, they are now in government. Now, Uncle Beno, the sad part of this is that the compromise of the military is both internal and external. When I say internal, I mean inside the military itself, and external, I mean by the politicians themselves, people that are in control of Nigerian policy. Number one, if you remember, according to what this soldier that you played the video said, he said he was shot by his own fellow soldier. That means even among the soldiers that are supposed to be going after terrorists, we have people that are sympathizers of Boko Haram and all these people. So how would they even be able to win that mission when there is no unity within the rank? That's number one. There is another video that I saw online earlier on today, whereby a local government chairman came out openly to say that when these terrorists were busy buying people in his community, that he called the military, and they told him clearly that they cannot do anything until they receive instruction from the above, from the commander-in-chief, and that without them receiving a go-ahead, they cannot do anything. And they say people are buying right now. They are busy buying people right now in my community. If your whole local government can call the military base, and they're not far at all, they're less than 1 kilometer away from where this thing is happening, they do not come. They said they cannot come until they receive order to come. What does that show you, sir? That shows you clearly that now, when we are talking about the presidency, I don't think the presidency ever got to know about this. There are people that are in control, that have power to give order to the military, go or don't go. Some of them, according to that report, they may be compromised because they are the ones that are actually giving this Boko Haram the edge. Because by the time they don't deploy armies to go and counter them when they are still operating, how would they be able to defend the people? So it is not a news. It's not something strange, sir. Nigerian military is compromised, and it's certain, because by that standard, you cannot win any battle against the bandits. You can't. It's a divided camp. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Uncle Dio. Now let's talk about another crucial aspect of this conversation. Because from all indication, it seems like there is a deliberate effort to weaken the military. And it's like President Tinubu don't have the balls to tackle it. Here is my take for that. As the president of a country, if you truly want the military to do their job, you have to take decisive actions. You have to make decisive, you have to come up with decisions that will yield results. One of such decisions is, by now, we should have the name of the Boko Haram sponsors all over the internet now. By now, the government, the president and his cabinet, they should have made life a living hell for the Boko Haram sponsors. So, the president cannot say he doesn't have that intel. Because I remember one of the videos we played here one time. That video was recorded 4 years ago, and that military man was saying that we have over 400 people. They are in government, they are in politics, they are all up there. So the fact that that name wasn't published until now only tells me that even though President Tinubu seems to be doing so much economically to boost the economic and all of that, he is not ready to really tackle this insecurity heads on. And now he's beginning to show. And it's going to get worse. Okay, because of, there is this video that I can't show here because of the gun this guy is brandishing. Ever since President Trump declared that the America is going to come to Nigeria, the activities of Boko Haram seems to have gained momentum. And I think that is due to the activities of the Nigerian army. So it's like these terrorists, they are daring the American, like, let's see what you're going to do. And we all know, even though the American meant well, this might not go as planned. It might spiral into something else. So, and that is why I think President Tinubu is the one who is actually not doing what he swore an oath to do. Now, let's quickly look at the army commander that was unalive. Brigadier M. Uba. For those who may not know, he's a gallant soldier. I read his profile, and he's a good leader. You know, he was really doing a fantastic job taking out the Boko Haram bandits and anyone in his station. He command, I think, is it the 25th brigade? There's a way the military call it. I don't know how to pronounce it now. But in a nutshell, news broke this week, news broke last week that he was ambushed alongside with his men, and that they unalive his men, and he was able to escape, and he came back to the camp on foot. And that now triggered the ISWAP to now share a video of his execution. I watched this morning, and the way they execute him, I almost had headache. It's almost as if I'm feeling the bullet in my enemy's head. That was horrible. I was going to share it to the real fam backstage, but again, I'm like, no. This is not something you want people to see. And also, there are some other pictures of when they captured him alive and they were taking him to their truck and all of that. So now we have one version of a story that claims the brigadier is alive, and we have another story with receipt that proves that the general is gone. Uncle Daya, which one do we believe now?
Uncle Beno, the truth of the matter is this. The narrative that the government is pushing, we know the reason why they're pushing that narrative. If actually he's alive, what stopped them from allowing him to make a press statement of his being alive? If the bandits or if the ISWAP, whatever they are called, were able, in order to counter what the government said that he's alive, publish a video of his execution, let the government now publish their own video of his being alive. Simple as ABC. But we all know the reason why they are doing this. They have been doing this all along, all over the place, even ever since this buying of a thing started. When they go into communities like that and they buy about 100 people, the government will come and say, oh, only just about 20 people were paid, or in some cases they may not even report it at all. Only all these independent people that are putting videos online, or people that are happen to be within that particular area where that is not happened, they are the ones that will now upload the videos for people to be able to see what's really happening there. So we are not. You cannot believe the government when it comes to this. And I know the reason why they are taking that route is because they don't want to create panic in the country. According to them, they don't want the people to be alarmed. If you tell them that this is what, or if kind of say the way it is, it will create tension, it will create panic and all in the country. But I think Nigeria has gone beyond that. We know these things are happening. The only thing that government can do is to own up and to take accountability and take decisive action to put an end to all this. We are tired of all this buying every day. It's not helping anybody. It's so tiring. Thank you, sir.
At all. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to move a little bit faster. Let me show you what's going on with this crazy party called PDP. Please pardon me. Because of my time, I'm just going to rush through this last segment. Thank you, everybody. Before then, let me just take a couple of comments to close out this segment. Chucky said, how do you investigate the Nigeria army? Where does one start? Well, you start from the top. Okay? Okay, what other comment do I have? James, shout out to you, James. James said, yes, of course, they are compromised. Okay. Hood boy, what's up? What are you doing today? You are always angry with your comment. Unfortunately, I can't read this one. Okay. I will, if it were something else that doesn't come with cursing, I will read it. All right. Augustine said, how far does Suki deal? Well, I'm not monitoring that one yet. And also, Eunice, how are you? Eunice said, that is why the country is where it is today. We, the citizen, need to come up with a solution. When we say we, the citizen, in this case, there is nothing we can do. I'm sorry. As citizens, there is nothing we can. The only thing we can do that will really put the government on their toes, we don't even have that collective energy to do it. That is protest. That's the only thing we can do. But right now, if somebody said, you know what, let's go and occupy the National Assembly. Let's do 2 weeks, occupy the National Assembly. All government parasitas, state government house, federal, let's occupy it until government comes up with a decisive strategy or plan that's really going to put an end to insurgency in Nigeria. You won't see anybody. We have a bigger issue in Nigeria. That's the only thing we can do as a citizen. I remember during one of our political roundtable talk, I think I made it clear then that, look, until Nigerians come out of this mindset that the Nigerians, they are the ones serving these politicians, we will never get out of the mess we are in. It's only when the people realizes that we, the people, we are the employers of these so-called politicians. And then we start holding them accountable. That is where we are going to get results. Frankly speaking, my people. Okay? Because, look, for instance, look at how Wike behaves. And see people praising him. I'm going to show you an example shortly now. As soon as, let me close out these tabs, I will show you an example with what is going on with the PDP. The Nigerian masses, they are worshiping these politicians. Nobody asks questions. Anytime we're supposed to have collective action, people will simply kind of tell you, no, let that do. My daily bread, no matter. I don't even know. So, Eunice, as much as I would have agreed with you, I can't blame Nigerians for this. The blame is on the government. The blame is on the politicians. President, the senators, House of Reps, governors, they are all responsible for this. I'm sorry. Chucky said, nah, I disagree with starting from the top. Start from the profile of these hired officers. Are they educationally sound to even make the cut? Bro, Chucky, okay, maybe you're not getting my perspective here. In the military, there is something called chain of command. The video that I played earlier, you heard that sniper saying, they don't even pay us. Morale is low. Who pays them? Is it not those at the top hierarchy that are paying these guys? Who receives security votes? Who receive the money meant to procure arms? Is it not the generals? So that's what I'm saying. So if the government have to probe, if they have to investigate, they need to start at the top. And that is one thing I think President Tinubu, it doesn't seem like he got what it takes to put that in motion. So that's just the point I'm making, Chucky. All right, let's go to the concluding part of this show. I think I've already run out of the time I scheduled for it. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sticking with me. I'll be right back. Thank you very, very much.
You are watching Political Roundtable with UB. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah. You be in the building. Hey.
All right. You're welcome back. You're welcome back, my people. So the PDP, the PDP is the last topic I want to cover on today's political roundtable. Like I said, the PDP have constituted themselves into thugs, and we saw this coming a long time ago. They now have all kinds of elements within their rank and files. They are behaving like touts. So last week, Saturday, they had a convention in Oyo State. That convention came with a lot of controversy, and in that convention, they declared some of the PDP top men as being removed from the party. In fact, I think we did a show on that already. Among the people that were kicked out of the PDP is Minister Wike with his friend Fayoshe and Ayanwu and a host of others. So the faction that organized that convention, they came to Abuja today to take over the PDP secretariat. Guess you what? I think they have like 6 governors there today opposing each other. It was a mess. Wike, the same way Wike went to harass Yerima with his convoy, he did the same today. In fact, the rancor was so much that at the point, the police were shooting tear gas, and you see some of your governor being tear gas. Anyway, let me show you one of the videos of what went down. This one, I wanted to play this video for a reason. You see, when I said Nigerians, we are the problem when it comes to holding government officials accountable, it is because of people like this. Listen to this dumb-ass guy here. These people that I describe as crumb eaters. Listen to him.
Convention illegally, and we're assuring Wike is the leader of the PDP. Makinde collected money with Tinubu, and Bala Mohammed, they collected money with Tinubu to come and destroy our party. And we not agree. Wike remain our leader. Wike is our leader. We need peace. Wike is our leader. Wike is our leader. He's the one that brought his party.
Okay, you hear that guy right there. He said Wike is their leader, that Wike is the leader of PDP. And if my memory serves me right, Wike is actually the very man that destroyed the entire party. Him and allegedly Atiku Abubakar. That is a story for another day. But now, listen to this dump guy saying Wike is our leader. How is Wike your leader? But let me show you what went down after they have taken over the secretariat. You remember the former governor of Plateau State? Look at him being walked out here. They actually walk him out.
Size, this is what you are PDP. Get him out. So, show you the see, these are the supporters of the.
All right. I still have one more video to show you. First off, let me show you this one real quick. This is what President Tinubu have to say about Wike. I'm running out of time. We will pick up tomorrow from where I stopped today, but I just want to show you these few videos. Take a listen.
I'll show you the example of one minister. Take Minister Nyesom Wike of the Federal Capital Territory. He is the most controversial minister in your cabinet. And in recent times, Nigerians have been crying out that he's grabbing land, he's demolishing buildings, he's acting beyond his powers. Are you concerned that Nyesom Wike could become a political liability for you?
He's a good man. Nyesom Wike is a performing minister. Nigeria lacks compliance, period. We don't pay our ground rent on time. We don't calendarize things to do. We see compliance as inconveniences. I doff my hat for him.
The cabinet.
So you hear Tinubu there. Tinubu say Wike is a performing minister, and I wish I have time to play what Uncle Jimmy Disu said about the whole PDP saga. Uncle Jimmy put the entire blame on Tinubu. The mess Tinubu got, the PDP got going on now, Uncle Jimmy put the blame on President Tinubu. And I agree with Uncle Jimmy 100%. Uncle Jimmy gave ex-president Obasanjo a lot of credit. He said, the current problem they are having all over Nigeria in the political terrain is the fault of President Tinubu. He said it's okay for people to have ambitions. It's okay to want to grab power, to want to take over so many things. But when you want to hijack everything without considering other people, you are going to have chaos in your hands. The video that I play, please go and watch it. If you want, I can share the link so you can click it and go and watch it. Uncle Jimmy break that shit down. And I'm like, respect to you, sir. Look at what's happening in Nigeria right now. Everybody is moving into APC. And the APC game plan is simple. Destroy, destabilize every other political party. Let me ask you, it's not everybody that want to be in your party. Do you think by dismantling every other party, by planting mole here and there, have the whole people scattered, what do you think going to happen? There's still going to be people who don't want to serve in your party. And as far as these politicians are concerned, if you let them stay away from power for far too long, they will make the country ungovernable for you. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying here. It happened across Africa. Go and watch this beautiful content creator on YouTube. Her channel is Elizabeth. I've forgotten the other name now. She's from Kenya. Elizabeth did a documentary on Kenya politics from independence. And when he got to President Ruto, what Ruto did in Kenya that started the Gen Z revolution is almost the same thing that President Tinubu is doing now. It's okay to come into power and appoint your own people. Fine. But you still have to give grace to other ethnicity, other tribes, and even your opposition. You still have to figure how to make them part of your government. So Uncle Jimmy gave a perfect example when he said the one president that did this perfectly is actually President Obasanjo. Yes. And if you all remember, President Obasanjo, during his tenure, he appointed his opponent in some key government agencies. He did not allow those who wanted to run away from AP. I think AP was what APC used to be then. Uncle Dayo, is that right?
AD,
right?
AD,
right?
Okay. Yes, sir. AD.
Okay. Thank you. So at that time, a lot of people want to come and join President Obasanjo, PDP. And he stopped them. He stopped them on their track. They raised the bar. And that is why those other folks, they started forming, merging, and creating different party. Now look at what APC is doing. You infiltrated every party. Allegedly, I saw a news that was making the round. We can't confirm that. They say, oh, as a governor, if you join APC, there is a certain amount of money they will give you. It will bring anarchy. I'm a Yoruba man, but we got to be honest with ourselves. Look at President Tinubu's appointment. All the key positions goes to your henchmen, your fellow Yorubas. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying this to say, oh, I don't like Tinubu, because Buhari did the same thing. Buhari did the same thing. He appointed Hausas all over the place. Now, you came in, you are doing the same thing. And then you are destroying the other parties. Now, these folks, they are moving around now, trying everything to make your administration look terrible. Now, Nigeria is gradually becoming ungovernable. So, that's what Uncle Jimmy say, and I buy that. I agree with Uncle Jimmy 100%. Look at the mess that happened at PDP headquarters today. Governors fighting like touts. And I look at them. On the other hand, for me, I've always believed that life is a game. Everything is competition to some extent. I also blame the PDP chieftains. They are all gang of, because of say they senior me, I don't want to use some terminology to classify them right now. Like, I just respect them. They can't figure their own mess together. The one person they are supposed to get rid of and come back together and make that party stronger is Wike. I'm sorry. So far, so good. Wike and Fayoshe, they are the ones who are not even ashamed of their anti-party activities. But now, I think the PDP is gone, is buried. So right now, there is no opposition come 2027. But we not deceive ourselves. Even my own candidate, Peter Obi, may Baba just go the main judge you. He don't try. So that is the mess we are in. And the very person that is causing all of this mess is the person you have, President Tinubu, now saying, Wike is the best. Oh, listen again.
And you were asking
that we should show you the example of one minister. Take Minister Nyesom Wike of the Federal Capital Territory. He is the most controversial minister in your cabinet. And in recent times, Nigerians have been crying out that he's grabbing land, he's demolishing buildings, he's acting beyond his powers. Are you concerned that Nyesom Wike could become a political liability for you?
He's a good man. Nyesom Wike is a performing minister. Nigeria lacks compliance, period. We don't pay our ground rent on time.
It's gaslighting.
We don't calendarize things to do. We see compliance as inconveniences. I doff my hat for him.
The cabinet.
So, Uncle Dio, your final take, sir. And my baby girl Abby, if you want to chime in, no problem. For your final take. Oh, before you go, Uncle Dio, thank you, Mr. Adegboyega. God bless you, sir. So, Mr. Adegboyega said, Buhari appointed Fulanis, point of correction. Oh, no verse. As far as I'm concerned, most people that come from the north, I just see everybody as Hausa. It's just recently I'm beginning to see that, oh, the Fulani, they are really like a different group of people on their own, that they were even dominating the Hausas. I never knew. Even not for my sisters that were Hausas and some of my guys who are from the north, who are saying, hey, Ben, in the north, this is different too. The Fulanis, they are kind of hijacking everything. Oh. So that's why I just say, okay, Buhari was appointing Hausas. But you are right, sir. Thank you for the correction. God bless you, sir. Uncle Dio, what's your take? And Auntie Grace said, Tinubu's strategy will soon play out to work against him. He's already working against him. By Thursday, the Congress will vote. The Congress will vote by Thursday. I see them. They are using, is it Nicki Minaj now? Nicki Minaj is the face of this Christian genocide. In fact, I think today, I'm going to check the news shortly, Nicki Minaj and one other senator, they will be speaking at the UN today with respect to this Christian genocide thing. Americans are serious. Americans know they play. Oh. That's why I said, I said Nigeria never know the kind of market where we won't buy. So thank you. Over to you, Gary Uncle Dio. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle Beno. See, this issue that you're talking about the PDP is so pathetic because, number one, I don't know why a bunch of educated elites, like some of them are, they could not apply their number 6. Because looking at the whole thing, the president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has done a good number on PDP, both internally and externally. He has been able to divide the rank and file of them, and he has been able to bring them to an abrupt end as it is now. Now we have factions inside PDP that even the center could not hold. Now, according to the book, things fall apart and center can no longer hold. They can no longer hold themselves together as a party. Now they are now having factions. Now they are now having issues that will even distract them going forward. And when they went ahead, the last time that we had this show about their conversion, when we talk about their conversion, I said something. I said that was the biggest mistake. Your house cannot be on fire and you go about trying to chase rats in your home when your house is already on fire. Try to put out the fire first. PDP was already in crisis. Yes, we know you have people that are doing anti-party moves within you. Try to resolve your problem before you start expelling people. But instead, they want to compound the problem by expelling people. And now, I read it somewhere. Minister Wike is telling them that the only condition that he will come back to the party, because he is the owner of the party, according to them, according to him, is that if they don't file any presidential candidate for 2027, to me, that sounds illogical. It sounds very, very unreasonable. Anywhere you know, you have said it several times on this, on this same platform, that any country that tries to go, tries to go for a one-party state, it does not always end well. And if what they are doing now in Nigeria is trying to have a one-party state, I can bet you it's going to backfire on them. Presently now, they are losing credibility, they are losing popularity, and they are not doing shit at all. Because why? As it is now, even the president cannot boast of any achievement so far. He cannot boast of anyone, because somebody said since they removed the subsidy, how many hospitals have they built? How many roads have they built?
Good question. Hello, Uncle Dio. Hello, Uncle Dio.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now, what has the subsidy removal done for us in this country? Secondly, now you have been doing a lot of borrowing. We've not seen the facilities that are put in place. Where are those money going to? Now they just approve another loan again for you to go and borrow. And we keep having these issues over and over. The Nigerian economy is not getting improved, nothing's happening, and yet insecurity is taking place. And it's like the government is not even, they don't want to respond. But to me, I want to believe that they purposely allow this political crisis to kind of divert Nigerians, to divert Nigerians from talking about the insecurity going on. Unfortunately now, the whole space has been occupied by insecurity and this political hooliganism that is going on in the PDP. It will not help. In fact, it will not end well for the country if it continues like this. We need to solve this problem once and for all. And President Tinubu does not seem to be capable. I'm sorry, he's the president, but he doesn't seem to be capable, because so far so good, he has not done anything meaningful. He has not come out as the president to take charge, to take control, to exert his authority as a president, that no, this is the way things must go, to give us a insurgency is still happening all over the country. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
They are still buying people, and nothing's happening to them. It's so sad. Thank you, sir. That's my fanatic.
Yeah. Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you very, very much. Unfortunately, I have to end the show here, because we are still hustling. I gotta go to work. Thank you, Uncle Dio. Thank you, my baby girl Abby. Abby, you want to add anything? 1 minute or?
I don't have anything to add. I'm just sad for Nigeria. So it is well. We're praying for Nigeria. I honestly don't have anything to add. And
but
it's quite...
are you praying for Nigeria, Abby?
I actually am, because I have nothing else to offer. I know that people are often mad at the whole idea of praying for Nigeria. But what am I going to offer? I have nothing else to offer but prayers. Do you understand? I don't live in Nigeria anymore. I do have extended family in Nigeria. I'm not going to join the military. There's nothing else I have to offer but prayers. So whenever we say we're praying for Nigeria, don't be mad at us. We actually have nothing else but prayers to offer at this point.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, it's just the truth.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, my dear.
Thank you, sir.
Even myself, I used to dream of spending the rest of my life in Nigeria. I used to picture me, just chilling in my house, maybe from age 60 all the way to 70, if God permit. But right now, I'm redesigning that my dream. Unless something happens, I don't think Nigeria is a place that you really want to live, especially if you have lived in Western world and you see what peace looks like. If you see what the respect for life and property looks like, if you have seen what it means to live in a country where infrastructures work, where almost every infrastructure feels like natural. Make I don't go that route. I got to leave anyway. Thank you everyone for watching Political Roundtable today. I see a couple of comments here. Unfortunately, I can't read it all, but I saw what you said there, my beautiful sister Miriam. Miriam, when we were talking about Fulanis dominating, Miriam said, is that so? The Fulanis are hijacking everything. Frankly speaking, Miriam, please forgive those of us who are from the South. Me personally, I've said on this platform, I've never been to the North before. Even Abuja, I've never been there. I don't have plan of going there. unless God just put it in my way, say, okay, you have to go to Abuja. I have some friends there, but all this killing and all of that push me up. So please pardon some of us who are from the south. We really don't know what's going on in the north. We just go by what is out there on social media and what is in the news. And what we are hearing right now is that the Fulanis, they are the one dominating the houses. They are making life difficult for the Hausa. Not all the Fulanis, so please. Particularly these ones that are power hungry and the one that are believing in this Boko Haram thing, they say they are the one who is making life impossible for them. So I'm sorry if you feel like the information about Fulani dominating the houses is inaccurate. Please, I think you guys have to come forward and put out more narratives that can balance the conversation. Thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Adigboyega. I appreciate your presence here today. Olatu, is that Olatu? Sorry, I can't pronounce that name, but how are you doing? Oh, that is Sister Latu. Where have you been? Sister Latu, I miss you. How are you doing, my sister? You're welcome. You can't come late. Abby, Sister Latu, Bora money, how much should you, is she go? Are we going to collect from you?
I'm sorry, Uncle Ben. That's privilege of being a woman. They don't get fined for Bora. Only men get fined. Sorry, sir.
Hey, wait!
Privileges. Privileges. Yes, sir.
No. We are not doing that, though. You're not going. You are billing the men on this.
Yes, I'm not billing.
You're not going to charge the women.
When you do your own trip, you can charge. Me, Sisi and I are in charge of Bora, and we are not charging our sisters.
Well done.
Do as you like.
Well done. No wahala. Uncle Dayo, I see the chauvinism. You are you are a shovel something.
Chauvinism is
women, obiri, you see. Women, now women, I don't go scatter this word for us. Una why you too much. Anyway, Sister Latu, we the brotherhood, we find you $100 for coming late. We are also gathering money. Yeah, we are gathering money for men's trip. In case you don't know, Shemina Bora on the plan. We men. No, don't worry. You go shock now. We are going on men's trip. No wife is allowed. No wife, no girlfriend. We will hire different set of ladies to just make the. I cannot go there before I go come for me now.
That will not work.
Oh, Sister Latu say we from the north are hearing it, especially the middle belts. Oh, I'm so sorry, my sister. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me take this one more. Miriam said the information is not accurate. Try and get the real information. How can you give information from what is written on social media? My dear, you heard what I just said now. The best way to correct narrative is to also put your own info out there. If not, whatever becomes the popular info, that is what people will run with. Remember when President Trump said there is Christian genocide in Nigeria? What does the Nigerian Muslim do? Those who are really feeling the pain too, they came out and said, no, this is not just about Christian genocide. Muslims are crying too. And they started publishing videos. They started showing proof. So my sister, Miriam, the best way to bring balanced narrative is you tell your side of the story. For instance, I'm from Ondo. If somebody come out now and made a general statement about Ondo people, if I go there, begin to fight the person, no make any sense. All I can do is I also bring out information as somebody from Ondo to correct the narrative. So, but anyway, I appreciate you, my sister. Thank you very much for that. Sister Grace says chauvinism. Sister Grace, it is chauvinism. I don't tell her, I know they all these terminologies where modern day women created to describe men. I know they do. I know they pronounce them when I leave me. Now I go get misogynistic, he's patriarchal, he's chauvinist, he's killer. What do we do on that? Women, what do we do on that? Any small thing, una go don't find one terminologies. Take over am for us. Okay. Anyway, how you doing, Cyril? Cyril says, sorry to jump in, sir. Whenever they said, let's pray for Nigeria, I get mad at that word instantly. Cyril, why you come make me laugh now? Are you saying we shouldn't pray for Nigeria?
Like I said, when you leave, you don't live in Nigeria. You have nothing else to offer.
Oh
And then you're offering your platform, speaking about it, right? That's about it. We offer our, platforms. We offer our voice, and the rest of us, we add it to our prayers. There's nothing else we can do. We cannot go to Sambisa to fight. So we have to do that. So if you have a platform, lend your platform, lend your voice. If there's any, like we say it all the time, there's any things that come up and there's any charities to donate to, if you have money, you donate.
You
and then in other situations, you pray. It's not that easy. I guess me too, I don't like when people come up with prayer for things that are meant to be practical. But when we really put things down, what else is there besides offering our voice and our prayers? You get?
I get, my dear. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very, very much. Mary said, I suppose go there. Miriam said, it is best to go there and get first-hand information. Miriam, where you want make I go? Meduguri or Bonu? Miriam, just look at me now. Even if I tie now and they go still know say I be fake. I beg.
Uncle Ben, maybe it's Miriam that will go for us and call us through FaceTime.
Miriam, see, you are part of the real fam now. You can help me do the research and just give me the information. For those
call us on FaceTime for us to see.
For those who want to share any information with me or you want to know more about the show, that is my IG. You can follow me on IG and send me messages. Miriam, I beg you, I don't go not to. Hey, hello, Nigeria. I say ordinary Abuja, I never go. Abuja, Laye, me. Waiting lost for Abuja where they go carry. And Abuja is a fantastic place, so very beautiful. I've seen pictures, I've seen video. My friend they said that to me, but the thought of just being in Abuja and maybe all these terrorist insurgency just broke out of nowhere. The thought of it, I can't get it out of my head. I'm looking at no verse. And you see all the people living in the Abuja now, especially the politicians, you see how all of them are moving mad. Hi, Abdul. Abdul said, I'm very excited about the program, but many of you that living in the South doesn't know what's going on in the North. That is why we ask people to participate, okay? If you live in the North, you can always join the show and share information with us. But thank you very much, Abdul. Thank you. I really appreciate My sister Latu said, it is Christian genocide. No one should be deceived. Even if Muslims are involved, they are either Hausas or non-Fulanis. You see, these are the information we said is very important for us to kind of evaluate together. All right? All right, thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I got to go now. Abby, thank you very much. And for those who don't know, Abby have this side gig she's doing now. Abby, our Gen Z resident. Abby is giving us Recap Central. Recap Central is where Abby help us analyze some of those topics that people of my age and older we can relate with. So, and me, I know they pass my boundary. Like all this Gen Z madness on social media, if I should do a show on that, I will fail because I can't relate. So Abby is bringing that Gen Z vibe. So if you watched yesterday, Recap Central, Abby broke down everything about the Ezra case, the one they say allegedly, the Paystack founder. So Abby analyzed everything yesterday. It was fun and it was really great. So Abby have a whole bunch of shows lined up, but my baby girl is very busy too. So Abby, she's a very busy girl. She's working and all that. But don't worry. Anytime when she just gets more time, she will jump in, join the show, especially you younger folks. That is your show. Make una leave the old show for us. Make they discuss the misogynistic, the chauvinistic, the polygamy, the paned. Make they discuss that one. But when it comes to all these, we go on a date. You see my Hermes bag. Say na Hermes, I be Hermes. What na record a year bag?
It's actually Hermes without the H, because it's a French word,
Oh, the H. What did the H? They useless.
Yes, so it's Hermes.
I can never understand you people. The H, they useless. It's okay. Mariam, you say from which state are you from, please? There is genocide of that. There is genocide. I don't know what you're saying, Miriam, but don't worry. Let's catch up tomorrow. I got to run now, okay? Thank you, everybody. Sister Allah to know last meal. Emmy's bag. I'm done with Gen Z. God, I thank you. I know marry Gen Z. When I see the way.
Uncle Ben, why would you marry Gen Z now? You are too old to have married Gen Z anyways. Give him
I'm not too old. I'm in my late 40s. Why would you
want to do Paned and Regina? Which Gen Z? Gen Z stops at my age. Gen Z stops at 28.
Do I look old like this?
Gen Z stops at my age. So which Gen Z would you have married? That you are not too old for.
Your age?
Yes, Gen Z stops at 28. Yes.
Hey, I say I thank God. Say I don't marry Gen Z. Una wahala too much. When I see the way Regina they drag your papa block us now, fear hold me. Jeez.
You should never have married a Gen Z anyway. Yeah, so you have been doing Paned.
I beg you, if you are old, don't go and marry Gen Z. Those Gen Z are not normal. All right, Abby, thank you very much.
Bye. See you later.
Thank you, everybody. See you guys later. If there is any show, trust, we're going to be back here. Bye-bye for now, guys.
Bye.
Yeah. You be in the building. Hey. Vibe with Uncle Bino. Let's go. Now happy hour things, Hang out with you, babe. It's our vibe tonight. Hey. Laugh and learn. We shining bright. Oh yeah. You be stories, life lessons time. Hey. On the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. From the streets to the world, we talk real talk. Vibes on the beat make the whole place rock. Happy hour flow with smiles non-stop. Sip and chill with you, be the energy on top. You be stories dropping them every day. Wisdom for life, the African way. From the grind to the glory, hear what we say. Tune in now, don't delay. Hang out with you, be it's a vibe tonight. Hey, laugh and learn, we shining bright. Oh yeah, you be stories, life lessons time. On the Uncle Beno show, everything feels right. Join the sister circle. Oh, what a scene. CC Inca, honey baby, and I'll be so clean. Talk love, talk life, talk dream supreme. Empowerment vibes, like a royal queen team. All of Sunday school when the beat gets low. A moment of reflection, let the spirit flow. Men of God speaking wisdom, you should know. Faith and vibes on the Uncle Beno show. Hang out with you, be come catch that light. Oh yeah, you be stories, keep your heart so bright. Yeah. Join the sister circle, feel that fire. Oh yeah, Sunday school for your soul so right. You be nation, we rise together. Love and vibe forever. Uncle Ben no show. Yeah, we outside.
You are watching Political Roundtable with UB. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments.